Not a sightseeing visit at all. Don't worry, I wasn't expecting to catch a tour at this hour. Actually, I was hoping I could speak to a curator of this fine museum before he went home for the day. Oh? I guess that talking to his assistant will do. Could you point me in their direction then? Excuse me, are you the assistant curator for this museum? Could I have a moment of your time before you go? Yes. I know it's closing time, and you're busy. And I'm sorry about that. There wasn't anything for it. I was hoping my friend and I would get to speak with you about something in private if we could. Oh, so that's where the new exhibitions are kept. I guess that explains what you were doing there. Doing some late cataloging for the pieces you're going to show off tomorrow, right? You must work pretty hard for this museum. I hope they're paying you well. No. Sorry, but I have to talk to you tonight. It can't wait. But of course, I understand you wouldn't want a couple of strangers like us poking around in there. So, we can head into your office if you prefer. I'm afraid I must insist. Once again, I understand it's late. I'm sorry about that. Well, show us the way then. Wow. Nice office. But it's a bit cramped in here with the four of us. Anyway, curator assistant. Now that we're alone, I'll stop wasting all our times and get right to business, okay? Terrence, go check the back room. Me and Jack will take care of our little friend here. Useless. I don't know what this is, but it's useless. Nope. Don't get me wrong, it's very detailed cataloging, but not a whole lot I can use it for. I guess the painting might not have been entered in with the other pieces yet. Come to think of it, still good to check, eh? Ooh, you awake? How's your head there, kid? Didn't mean to hit you too hard. I just needed to stun you is all. You didn't start bleeding, so I figured you might be alright. Hope you don't mind. We took the liberty of making you a bit more comfortable in that chair. Wouldn't want you to get up before we finish talking. Well, the meaning of this is very simple. Your museum has recently acquired a very interesting exhibit, and we wanted to get the opinion of someone who handles this piece personally, like you or the head curator. So we're just borrowing you for a little bit. We figured the best time to do this would be after hours, once the museum is closed. If I'm not wrong, you and that security guard are the only people in the building after the tour guide leaves for the night. Don't worry, one of my friends already handled security. The guy's just fine. I'd say he's in an even better situation than you are, since we don't actually need anything from him. Don't worry though, nobody has to get hurt tonight, least of all you, so long as you cooperate. What's up, Terrence? Yeah, so? Did you try checking inside the boxes? Yeah, I thought that we might have a problem there. Don't worry about it, that's what we have this person for after all. So, my easily bruised friend. Here's the thing. We're looking for a special painting made in the 17th century by an obscure artist known as Herman Johansson. I believe the title is Girl in White with the Royal Swan. It's supposed to be a new arrival to the museum. It's possible that it isn't even out of the crate yet. So, where do you think we might find something like that? Never you mind what we want with it. All I need to know is that it's here, and where it is. Tell me what I need to know, and Jake over here won't have to persuade you to talk instead. Yes, clearly we know that much already. We need precise details, sunshine. Now take a deep breath, calm down. It's not that hard. You spend all day cataloging items for this place. We just want one little painting, alright? Or are you getting paid to protect a bunch of junk made hundreds of years ago? That wasn't famous enough to go to a really big museum. Yeah, they don't pay you that much. That's what I thought. There we are. That's all we want to know. Terrence, you should be writing this down. I don't want you coming back in here to ask them to repeat themselves because you forgot. Alright, you heard them. Go. Get the painting and come back here with it. That's all we need from you. I told you it wouldn't take very long, so we're gonna ask you politely now to keep your mouth shut from here on out. Just to keep on the safe side. Damn, I can't wait to get out of here and hit the road again. Feels like we're getting really close to something, doesn't it? Hey, are you getting excited, Jack? How about you, assistant curator? Do you like treasures? Another shake your head. Yeah, you do. I do too. That's my job. I find treasures. Sometimes that means we go diving through old tombs. Sometimes that means we follow clues that some rich and very eccentric person left behind centuries ago. That's more or less that we're doing right now. Is it all legal? No. But that's a big part of the fun, isn't it? And actually finding something valuable at the end of a wild goose chase doesn't hurt either. We've gotten good hauls before. No, really. It's not always a dead end. Now, I'm not saying that we stumble upon huge caches of golds and jewels or anything like that. It's just that a lot of the time it isn't conventional treasure you find in tombs or ancient hiding places. You find things that are valuable without looking the part. Even the dustiest, most useless relics are sought after by collectors for their historical values. But you know all about that. You work in a museum. You're probably asking yourself how all of that is related to the painting. It's true that we're going to an awful lot of trouble for it, even though the artist and historical value of that painting isn't much higher than any others. Jake, shut up, I'm chatting. Have you ever heard of a 19th century philanthropist named Burroughs? Sir Evan Burroughs. Have you heard the legend of his family heirloom? And what happened to them after he died? Late in his life, Mr. Burroughs had gathered a lot of odds and ends to his name, mostly from inheriting them himself, but he wasn't very popular with his own descendants. There used to be a rumor that he hid his most prized possessions, passed down through his family, somewhere it would never be found by his ungrateful grandkids. The only way to find them again would be to follow a series of clues he placed amongst the valuable that he had auctioned off or donated over the years. Now, of course, I thought it was a silly anecdote when I first heard about it, but then something happened recently. Oh, well, it's a long story. Suffice to say, I have it in good authorities that this painting, Girl in White, was once part of his collection. And, Terence, isn't it a lovely portrait? Okay, rip it up. Oh, Our friend here is freaking out, guys. Come on, calm down. You'd think it was you they were cutting into. The way you're squirming like that. It's not even a very good painting, you know? It's not the most expensive thing you have in the museum, for sure. Are you scared you're going to get in trouble with the head curator? Would it make you feel better if I pulled this knife on you so you can tell them you had no choice but to let us do this? I mean, that is literally what is happening. Did you get it? What do you mean there's nothing there? Let me see. How? I don't understand. How can there be nothing there? There's supposed to be a map. Why is there a map? Don't give me that. The note was really damn specific. There is no way I misunderstood. Girl in white, Herman Johnson. No other details. And this is the painting. So where's the map? It isn't my fault. Maybe. Maybe there's something our curator friend here isn't telling us. What do you think, boys? I mean, let's be honest. Even if there isn't... I don't know about you two, but I'm suddenly in need of someone to take this out on. What's that? Sounds like they're trying to say something, and pretty frantically at that. Well, alright then. Talk. So you're telling me this guy made two of the same painting? Well, two painting with the same title. And maybe the public called the second one something else later, just to avoid confusion. So the note must have been referencing the other girl in white painting. I don't suppose you would know where it's being held then. I said, I don't suppose you know where the other one is being held then? That's what I thought. Well, we can double check that once we get out of here. Sorry guys, I should have brushed up on my art history more. As for you... Shit, what is it? We gotta go. Pack up the painting anyway, just in case there's something we missed. Oh, well, according to Judy up front, you got someone else breaking in. Oh god, no, they're not with me. Listen, have you ever had a rival? A really annoying rival? Who keeps one step behind you? All the time? Tries to beat you to the punch? And is constantly on some kick about how the artifact you found fair and square don't belong to you? And all that? Yeah, somehow I've got someone like that on my back. I don't know how it happened, but it's something we have to put a stop to soon. Just not today. We've got to go. So you're off the hook. My knowledgeable friend, stay put. No squealing now, and hopefully this is the last time your museum receives exhibition that are secretly clues to a treasure hunt. Or who knows, maybe we'll see each other again. Goodbye now.